Testing 1 2. Perfect. Welcome to Cashtenant Markets. This channel operates on one principle: patience over impulse. We trade the higher time frames, weekly bias, daily structure, clean entries. There's no scalping, no noise, no chasing. When the setup isn't there, we don't post. Silence here means discipline, not inactivity. Okay? Today we're going to talk about trends. This is an uptrend. This is a downtrend. This is consolidation. Not the best drawing of consolidation. Okay, Seb, what do these mean? This means price is bullish. So
uptrend equals bullish. It means buyers have more power. I don't know why that is like half capital, half not capital. Don't ask, okay? You know what? Let's make this even bigger. Let's make it big today. So, uptrend means buyers have more power. This is a downtrend. Sellers have more power. Bearish means sellers have more power. These are the only three things price can ever do. These three things: an uptrend, a downtrend, or it can consolidate. Oh, it's a bit big. What does consolidate mean? You are probably asking me. It means moving up and down inside a range, showing no true direction. Then you may be asking, what is a range? Ah, fuck. You may be asking, what is a range? A range is just essentially support and resistance, in my opinion. A range is just like, yeah, this is literally a range, support and resistance. It's just, if you know maths, you know what a range is, to be honest. I don't have to explain what a range is. If you don't know what a range is, maybe just do maths again and then you'll figure out what a range is. But this is a range. Support up here. Sorry, support is down actually. Support, resistance, right? Support, buyers are sitting down at the bottom. Resistance, sellers are sitting at the top. When the sellers push price down here, the buyers buy in to the top. When the buyers buy into the top, sellers are sitting there pushing it back down. Buyers pushing it up, sellers pushing it back down. This causes consolidation. Means prices consolidate. This means prices consolidating. Consolidation. Fuck. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on. So essentially, again, these three things are the only things price can do. Okay, these three things are the only things price can do, right? And so when you have a trend, you also have a trend inside of the trend. Let me explain what I mean by that by drawing it for you. So this is an uptrend, right? Okay, before I do that, forget I even said that, right? In a trend, you have two phases: a correction phase and a continuation phase, right? let's say you're in an uptrend. The correction phase would be price going down, and the continuation would be price going up. So this would be continuation. This would be a continuation. And then this would be correction. And it is the exact same for over here. As long as price is bullish, so let's write that down actually. Go on guys, get out your notepads, make sure you're writing this all down. Bullish. Why do I keep doing that? Equals correction, price moving up. Sorry. Price moving down. So in a bullish uptrend, continuation is price moving up, and a correction is price moving down. Okay, so what do you think it is for a downtrend? It's the complete opposite. So a continuation would be this, and a correction would be this. It's the complete opposite. So write this down. In a downtrend where it's bearish, the continuation is price moving down, and the correction is price moving up. The reason why price does this is because it has to make higher highs and higher lows. How do you spot a uptrend or a downtrend, you may ask? You spot an uptrend and a downtrend by seeing price make HH, higher highs, and making what else? HLs, higher lows, right? Oh, that didn't work. Higher lows, higher highs. Why? Because this high over here is lower than this high. Sorry, let's actually, no, forget I even said that, because that's going to baffle your brain. This high is higher than this high. So when the high is higher than the previous high, that is when you can see an uptrend, right? That is when you can figure out an uptrend, right? Then for a downtrend, it's again the complete opposite. So it's when price is making LLs. What's an LL? It's a lower low. And what is this lower low lower from? The previous low. And it's making what else? LHs, lower highs. Why? Because this high is lower than the previous high. So now you know how to... Oh, what the fuck? Go away. So now you know how to spot... I am recording. Oh my days, I got so scared. Fucking hell. Now you know how to spot trends. So Consolidating trend is easy. Don't trade during consolidation, especially if you're swing trading. Why would you trade during consolidation? Because price is going nowhere. You're not going to make much money. Maybe you'll make £1-2, fair enough, but you're not going to make much. It's not going to be. There's not going to be a point. It's going to be hard to predict where price is going next until you see a break. And what is a break, you may ask? A break like this: price breaking out of the range, out of the consolidation range, or breaking out of the range, right? But we'll get into that in another video. So this is an uptrend, this is a downtrend. You figure out it's an uptrend by seeing price make highs higher than previous highs, and then lows higher than previous lows. And in a downtrend, lows lower than previous lows, and highs lower than previous highs. Do you understand? Good. Nice. Now, I'm going to delete all of this. Okay. So now, what I want you guys to know is that in trends, there are trends inside of a trend. Whoa, mind fuck. What do you mean by that, Seb? There's trends inside of trends. Let me explain to you what I mean by there's trends inside of trends. So, we're in an uptrend, right? Price doesn't just move in straight lines. Price moves in waves. I can draw. Oh, never mind. Price moves in waves, yeah? So it's going up and down and around. It's moving in waves. Can I draw? I actually want to draw now, to be honest. You guys got me excited. Oh, I can draw. Price moves in waves. Yeah? And you can't be in zoom. This is happening. This is happening. This is happening. This is happening. Oh, that was really bad. But that is what is happening inside of price. So for example, let's say you were on the daily time frame, right? This green, oh, don't realize I'm still drawing. This green arrow here, this uptrend, is the daily time frame. Yeah, the daily uptrend. Each one of these is 1 day. No, that's a lie. Just this is a daily uptrend, right? Then inside that daily uptrend, let's say you jump down to the 4 hour, you'd be seeing this. Right? And let's say this daily uptrend was carrying on for, I don't know, let me remove this, was carrying on for 5 days, yeah, for the trading week. This would literally look like this on the weekly. Matter of fact, let me do it like that. And I'm gonna connect these up, and I'm gonna make this so nice and easy for you guys. You're gonna give me a blowjob afterwards. No, I'm joking, I don't want a blowjob. Alright. Boom. So let's do it like this, yeah. The pink line is the weekly time frame. The green line is the daily time frame, and the purple line is the 4 hour time frame. And what you're seeing is there are trends inside of trends inside of trends,
And this is essentially how you get sniper entries, which I'm gonna talk about in another video. I've talked about this in most of my videos. To be honest, in most of the videos I'm just repeating the same thing. This is actually the first video I'm ever gonna post, so I've actually just pre-recorded like a lot of different videos. So just like, don't watch that. Anyways, no, watch it, like that's just slang, but yeah, watch the video. Watch the videos. Anyways, cool. So they're trends inside of trends inside of trends. I'm going to show you on an actual chart what I mean by this, yeah? Let's just go on to the weekly time frame. So on this weekly time frame, you can see this pink line is the weekly highs and low. Everybody say it with me. What trend is this in? 3, 2, 1. It's in a downtrend. Why? Because it's making lower lows and lower highs. So it's in a weekly time frame. By the way, don't worry about all of this stuff for now. Okay? What does it look like? Just look green and then red and then green and then red, right? So let's scale it down now. Let's go into the daily time frame. And now you've zoomed out. We've zoomed out, right? So I'm just going to grab this blue one and just move over here. Now we zoomed out. We're going to see this green one. I'm going to make it bigger. And what else am I going to do to it? I'm going to change it to a different color. Okay, see this purple line? You can see that this is a trend, right? In itself. This is the daily time frame. So each one of these candles is one day. And this is the trend in itself, right? So this is a trend inside a trend. This is a trend inside the weekly time frame trend. So if you go back to the weekly time frame, you can't actually see this trend happening because it's just its own trend. It's the pink one. It's the pink trend, right? But on the daily time frame, you can see the trend happening. And what trend is it? It's in an uptrend. And it's in an uptrend even though the weekly time frame was in a downtrend. And why is it in an uptrend? Because it's on a correction phase of the weekly time frames downtrend. If you remember, where are we? So look. Remember. So, okay. Let's write some stuff out. This, let's just say we're in a downtrend currently, yeah.
Just like on the actual market, on the other market one, we're in a downtrend currently, yeah. And that means that would be a correction, and this would be a continuation.
This would be a continuation, right? So you have the weekly, this pink one, where it's just a correction and a continuation. Then you have the green one, where it's multiple continuations, corrections, continuation, correction, continuation, correction, continuation, break of structure, market shift, correction, continuation, correction, continuation, correction, continuation. You see that? Then you have the purple one, where it has continuation, correction, continuation, correction. Yeah, don't worry, I'm taking a piss. But you can then see the purple one. It is its trend inside of the green trend. So the 4-hour trend inside of the daily trend. So let's jump back on that chart that we were just on. What chart are we on? This one here. And you can see this daily trend is inside the weekly trend. So to make a correction, you need a trend to make that correction. You need this trend, obviously an uptrend. We're in a bearish market. It's all a downtrend. This is the whole thing is a downtrend, just like on the other screen here as I was showing you. This is a downtrend. We're theoretically in a downtrend, yeah. Let's just say we're theoretically in a downtrend. Yeah, sorry, my bad, guys. You can see that there's a trend inside of the trend, right? To produce this trend. Now, when we zoom into the 4 hour, there's going to be a trend over here as well. There's going to be this trend here. Why is my mouse bugging? There's going to be that trend there, and there's also going to be over here. It's going to be in the downtrend over here. Just like you can see over here, it's going to be like this, right? And now let me just prove it to you. So now we're going to jump down into the 4 hour time frame. So now each candle is 4 hours of price action. Oh wow, Seb, look, you're right. Exactly, you can see it now, right? And obviously I had the blue one up there, but it's just a bit messy, so I'm just going to draw it again for you. You can see that, look, this is an uptrend, and then this is a downtrend. This is really messy. Wait 1 second, guys, bear with me. I'm just going to correct this real quick. Okay, perfect. Let's just do it from here, yeah? Then you can see inside this continuation is an uptrend, right? Because why? Price is making higher highs and higher lows. Let's turn it green. Oh no, you can't see that for shit. Let's turn it turquoise. Cyan, sorry, not turquoise. You can see price is making higher highs and higher lows, forming an uptrend inside of an uptrend, right? A trend inside of a trend. Then, what does it do? It forms a downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows, right? You can see that, right? Lower highs and lower lows. So, in this one continuation and then correction, there is multiple little continuation corrections, continuation correction, continuations corrections, continuation corrections, market structure shift, break of structure, correction, continuation, correction, continuation, correction, continuation, correction, continuation. Do you understand that? Hopefully you do, because I will not be repeating it again. Actually, I will have repeated it in multiple other videos that you'll be seeing very soon. Jesus, tweezers. So, that's 3 stages of price action. That's the 3 things that price can do. The only 3 things price can do. Somebody tell me I'm wrong in the comments if I am wrong, but I'm not wrong. That's the only 3 things price can do. It can go in an uptrend, a downtrend, or it can consolidate. And we don't care about this. We don't care about anything to do with consolidating. Go away, consolidation. We don't like you, okay? We don't like when price does this, yeah? we just don't like it, okay? So from this, you can see that this is just a basic understanding of uptrends and downtrends, right? This is just generally this is just a basic understanding of uptrends and downtrends. And yeah, that's it, really. That's all I wanted to talk about today. Is there anything else I'm missing? Any points? Let me just think. Yeah, just the lower time frame. The more you zoom in and the lower time frame you get to, there's just going to be more trends inside of trends. Like there's just going to be this one here, and this one here, and this one here, and this one here, and this one here. You know what I mean? There's just going to be trends inside of trends inside of trends. That's how the market is made of trends. And that's it, really. I hope you guys were enlightened and understood something by this. If you were. If not, then watch it again. And if you still don't understand when you watch it again, then watch it again. If you still don't understand, then call it quits and get a 9 to 5. But we don't want to be doing that, do we? Nope. I despise of a 9 to 5. and that's where I'm going to end it off. Telegram link in the description, completely free. Don't really care about any promotions. I don't do promotions. Just, yeah, if you want to be updated with what the market's doing currently, have some free signals, and just have some insights. Obviously, Cashtenant Markets, made literally a couple of days ago. Couple of breakdowns. But yeah, yeah, man. That's it, I guess. Bye, guys.